Hi everyone, this is your biology class. I'm your teacher Seema Treja. Student, in this video we are going to discuss the external genital organ, that is external genitalia. What we called it as vulva. Actually, external genital organ is a depression. What we called it as vestibule. In vestibule there are two openings. The upper opening is of urethra and we called it as urethral orifice. The lower opening is of vagina and what we called it as vaginal orifice. On vaginal orifice there is present a covering of thin membrane which is known as hymen. Hymen is present in case of virgin female only. Around this vestibule there are present two skin folds. One is smaller fold this is known as the labia minora. At anterior end of the labia minora there is present loose skin fold and we call this skin fold as prepuce. This prepuce covers an very small erectile tissue. This is known as clitoris. This clitoris is homologous to penis. Why they are homologous? Because they consist of the same tissue, that is corpora cavernosa. Another skin fold is the bigger one around the vestibule or outside the labia minora. This is known as the labia majora. This labia majora is homologous to scrotum. Above the vestibule region there is present elevated skin area. What we called it as mons pubic, and in this area are present pubic hair. This is the structure of vestibule, that is external genital organ in case of female. In the center there is a depression which we called it as vestibule. In depression there are two openings. The above opening is known as urethral orifice and the lower opening is known as the vaginal orifice. On vaginal orifice there is present a thin membrane which we called it as hymen. Hymen is present only in case of virgin female. Around this vestibule there are two skin fold. These are the mucous skin fold. The smaller skin fold is known as the labia minora. At the anterior end of the labia minora there is the present loose skin and we named it as prepuce. Prepuce covers a small erectile tissue, that is clitoris. Clitoris is homologous to penis. Why they are homologous? Because they consist of the same type of tissue, that is corpora cavernosa. Another skin fold which is present around the labia minora is the bigger one and we called it as labia majora. Labia majora is homologous to scrotum. Scrotum is present in case of male and in case of female it is labia majora. Above the labia majora there is present the elevated skin area which is known as the mons pubic, and in this area there are present pubic hairs. Besides these there are present female sex gland on both the sides of vaginal opening. Female sex gland, one pair on either side of the vaginal orifice, and these gland is known as the bulbovestibular gland. What we called it as bulbovestibular gland. We also called it as Bartholin's gland. This Bartholin gland is homologous to Cooper's gland. In case of male it is known as Cooper's gland and in case of female it is Bartholin gland. Both are the mucous gland which allow lubrication. They secrete mucus and lubricate the reproductive tract during copulation. So three structures are homologous. First one is the clitoris which is homologous to penis. Another is labia majora which is homologous to scrotum. And third one is the female sex gland, that is bulbovestibular gland or Bartholin gland. It is homologous to Cooper's gland in case of male. Another structure we are going to discuss here in this lecture is mammary glands. This is the another female sex gland. Mammary gland is compound tubulosaccular gland. It is a modified sweat gland. It is paired structure in case of female. Development of mammary gland starts at puberty under the influence of the female sex hormone, that is estrogen. But its further development takes place during pregnancy, which is also under the control of a hormone. Mammary gland consists of glandular tissue and variable number of fat. This glandular tissue is divided into about 15 to 20 mammary lobes. Mammary lobes consist of cluster of cells. Group of cells are present in mammary lobes, which we called it as alveoli. Cells of the alveoli secrete milk, and this milk is stored into the alveoli. These alveoli open into the mammary tubules. Tubules of each mammary lobes joins to forms the mammary duct. Several mammary ducts join to forms the wider mammary ampulla. Ampulla is connected to latissiferous ducts, and through this latissiferous duct, milk is sucked by the newly born child. So, in case of female, there are two sex glands. First one is the Bartholin glands, which is the mucus gland, whose function is to secrete mucus at the time of copulation and lubricate the passage. Another sex gland is the mammary glands, which we called it as breast, whose function is to secrete milk and to provide nourishment to the developing child. This is all about in this lecture. Thank you so much.